Hello, everyone. Today I will present the subjunctive with conjunctions, that's chapter 13. Also, subjunctive with adjectival clauses and the Nosotros commands. Uh, Today I will present a PowerPoint, which is going to be different from the one that I'm going to present during our live meetings. Okay, today is just for a quick review for these topics. Okay. And as always, please try to become familiar and knowledgeable of these topics before you go any further in the video, okay? Um, so it's going to be easier to understand as we go over the video, okay? So you can see conjunctions are words that connect, okay? So for example, antes de que is the conjunction because it connects the two clauses, the main clause and the adverbial clause. Vamos a visitar a Carlos antes de que regrese a California. Regrese is in the subjunctive. In the telenovela video, you're going to see this. Someone says, muchos animales van a estar en peligro de extinción, a menos que los protejamos. Protejamos is in the subjunctive. Marisa habla con Jimena antes de que lleguen is in the subjunctive, los chicos. So there are certain conjunctions that express a hypothetical situation, like en caso de que. So just in case of something happens, in order for something to happen. Okay, so voy a dejar un recado en caso de que Gustavo me llame. Voy al supermercado para que tengas algo que comer, de comer. Una lista de conjunciones. A menos que, antes que o antes de que, con tal de que, con tal que. So it's your choice. You can say antes que o antes de que. Con tal de que o con tal que. En caso de que o en caso que. Para que, sin que. So if you keep the same subject, the subject is the person that you're talking about. Te llamamos. So we call him or her. Te llamamos mañana antes de que tú salgas. We call you, te llamamos, we call you before you leave. So it stays the same subject, you and you. So you need the word que when you keep the same subject, you and you, tú y tú. So conjunctions can be used with subjunctive or indicative. Okay. For example, voy a formar un club de ecología tan pronto vuelva al DF. In this case, she doesn't know when she's coming back, so we use in subjunctive. Cuando veo basura la recojo. So in this case, cuando doesn't translate as when, it translates as soon as. As soon as I see garbage, I pick it up. Or you can also translate as when I see garbage, I pick it up. Sometimes this conjunction can trigger the subjunctive of indicative. It depends on whether the situation is hypothetical or is a fact. So if you use this conjunctions, so this previous conjunctions, if you use them and the subordinate clause indicates a future or a command, then you're going to use the subjunctive. So, for example, vamos a resolver el problema. That is talking about the future. We're going to resolve the problem. Cuando desarrollemos nuevas tecnologías. Desarrollemos is the subjunctive. So, we're going to solve the problem when we develop new technologies. Después de que ustedes tomen sus refrescos, tomen is a command. In this case, tomen sus refrescos, reciclen las botellas. So reciclen las botellas is a command, so you need to use the subjunctive. In this case, this explanation here is not well explained from the textbook, but we will go over in the class. Okay, it's a little bit tricky here. These examples. So we learned that the subjunctive is used with conjunctions or adverbial clauses. So now we're going to learn that the subjunctive can also be used in an adjective clause to express the existence of someone or something. So, ¿conoces una joyería que esté cerca? No conozco ninguna joyería que esté cerca de aquí. So in this case, the speaker in Spanish is using the indicative. Necesito el libro que tiene información sobre Venezuela. Is using the indicative in this case because the speaker knows that there is a book in the house or in the library that has information about Venezuela. So there's a specific book. So the book. You use the subjunctive when you are not certain that the book exists. Or okay, so I need a book that has information about Venezuela. So that's why you use the subjunctive, because you don't know whether the book is in the house or the library. So necesito un libro que tenga información sobre Venezuela. So as the name says it, adjective clauses, they modify the noun. So for example, you say, my house is big. Big is the adjective and it modifies the noun house. Quiero ir al supermercado que vende productos venezolanos. So, que vende productos venezolanos is the adjective clause because is that specific supermarket, the one that sells Venezuelan products. Conozco a alguien que va a esa peluquería. I know someone who goes to that beauty salon. Okay, so is the person that goes to that beauty salon. It's not somebody else that goes to somewhere else. It's specifically that person. So you're describing that person. You're giving them an adjective clause. So the definite article el and the indefinite article un. Un is any restaurant. You don't know which one, so you use the subjunctive que esté. El restaurante, the restaurant, so you know which restaurant you're talking about, so you use the indicative, que está cerca de mi casa. Same in this part. Necesitamos un empleado que sepa usar computadoras. So an employee. We don't know who he is or she is. Necesitamos al empleado que sabe usar computadoras. So we know the employee who knows how to use the computers. So we know who she is. So that's why we use the indicative. In this first one, we don't know who she is, so we use sepa. Commonly, you use the subjunctive when you're asking a question because you still don't know whether it's reality or not. So, for example, if you say, hay un parque que esté cerca de nuestro hotel, so you're wondering if there's one near our hotel. And the answer, you know there's one, so you're gonna use the subjunctive. So do you know it exists. So you're gonna say, sí, hay un parque que está muy cerca del hotel. Buscar, conocer, encontrar, haber, haberes, hay, hubo, hubieron, hay, there is, there are. Necesitar, querer. Commonly, these are followed by adjective clauses in the subjunctive. Busque cualquier información que necesite. Necesite is the subjunctive. We learned already a little bit of the commands, the use of the commands to and the formal command usted and ustedes. Now we're going to learn a little bit of the nosotros, nosotras commands, which I also use to give suggestions or orders. Nosotros, nosotras translates to let's. So let's go, let's play, let's study, let's walk. Afirmativo o negativo is the same thing. Crucemos la calle, no crucemos la calle. Vamos a cruzar la calle, vamos a trabajar mucho. So you can say crucemos la calle or you can say vamos a cruzar la calle. You could say trabajemos o vamos a trabajar. So when you want to say let's go, affirmative, you're going to use the indicative. Vamos a la pescadería. If you want to say let's go negative, it's a negative command, you're going to say no vayamos a la pescadería. So let's go to the fish market. Let's not go to the fish market. The object pronoun lo or les gets attached to the nosotros command, and you have to place an accent. Firmemos el cheque, firmémoslo. Lo is el cheque. Escribamos a Ana y Raúl, escribámosles. No les paguemos, no se lo digamos. So let's not pay them the loan. Let's not say anything to them. The regular form of the past participle of the verb in Spanish, you're going to add ado, ido. Bailar, bailado. Comer, comido. Vivir, vivido. caído, so it requires an accent mark, creído, leído, oído, reído, sonreído, traído. But there are also some irregular past participles. En la entrada hay algunos letreros escritos en español. Tenemos la mesa puesta y la cena hecha. Okay, thank you.